Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
What up? Good morning. I know I've thrown everybody off by being on this close to on time. I don't normally. This is a 7:30 show that doesn't start till 7:45. I know a lot of people are confused and confuzzled. I actually made an announcement yesterday that I'm going to have to retract, but I got to get in and out of the show today. Today's an in and out show. Today is an in and out show. The day is in the course. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. That's all we got today. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. Yeah, I know, 7:36. Technically, I was on at like 7:34 because you got the 30-second countdown and a minute of song. So I was on at like 7:34. That's crazy. A lot of people ain't even coming close to being on to check me out yet. But welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. If you are not aware of what See You in the Morning is, it is my horrible idea to get up every morning around 7:30-ish and give y'all way too much of my personal business, just to go over way too much of what's happening in my life, just being way too expressive, letting y'all know too much. Now, this show can go any number of directions. It could be cool, smooth, political, sports related. It sometimes it gets a little nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes it gets a little nasty. But that's usually on Wednesdays. But that's neither here nor there. The only turn that you can expect on this show and know it's gonna happen is a left turn. At some point, I'm gonna go left. But today, not even gonna go through that. The only thing that you can count on to be solid that happen every single show is for me to get on here and speak to those who speak to me. That's one thing that I do. And even though everybody ain't got here yet, folk ain't even woke up yet, woke the crust from their eyes. They ain't even woke the crust from their eyes yet. I'm still going to get up here and speak to the people that speak to me. So let me go ahead and knock those out, even on a short show. Now, the first three people that speak to me get what we call the mythical morning medals, the M&M's. So let me go ahead and get those out. The bronze this morning goes to Emmy Time, Emmy Place, Michelle McKinney. Keeping up the double letters. The silver goes to PP, Patricia Pippen. And the gold medal this morning, that's right, GM, bro. The gold medal, bro, is my man Snoop in the building. So Snoop with the gold, Patricia with the silver, and Michelle with the bronze in the building. Also here today, man, almost getting the medal, but not quite getting there, is my man Gabriel Falou. Good morning, Falou, with the aluminum fourth. Also here, IIDA, the Lisa is here. Tiffany got all the back porch is in the building. Dragging that wagon this morning. The Lisa's in the building. Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Keisha Maxwell. Good morning, Linda Faye. Linda Faye tries to be my cousin. And here's the thing. I can't even deny her. We have like actual family members. My Aunt Lou, who goes down in history as my favorite great aunt. Goes down in history as my favorite great aunt, my Aunt Lou. So I'm related through my Aunt Lou. That's how she gets in. Sometimes you get in based on who you related to. So Linda Faye, that's her grandmama. So I gotta go ahead and let her be in. And also the thing about my Aunt Lou is the only reason I know I'm getting into heaven. I already know I'm getting in. Sometimes you're gonna have to get in on a referral. It ain't gonna be anything that you've done in life. Somebody's gonna have to refer you in, and then that depends on their credit. And being that I know that if Jesus is at the right hand of the Father, on the right hand of Jesus, sleeping on a little cot is my Aunt Lou, because she was that close with him. So I know if she be like, nah, he's with me, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. Lynette, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Janice. The Tiff is dragging that wagon in the morning. Melissa Kutha, good morning. Z. Wilberta, good morning. Dragging that wagon. That's old school. That's an old school player line. Hey there, girl, you dragging that wagon? Yeah, let them know. You dragging that wagon. That's what an old school player say. Old school players will say dragging that wagon. Now, I got to get out of here early today because today is probably the most power-packed day I've had in a while. I got appointment after appointment. I got a 8:15 followed by 9:20 followed by 10:30 followed by 12. And I gotta go to all of those places. It ain't even like I could just call in. I gotta go to all of those places. I got up this morning. I didn't know I had the 8:15. Let me tell you one thing about me. I am horrible about putting stuff in my calendar. I don't always get things right. So I got my 8:15. I tore that one all up. I was supposed to have had it in my calendar. I didn't put it in. And so when I got the reminder this morning, hey, don't forget, you got an 8:15. I was like, of course I didn't forget, even though I had forgot. So my 8:15 ain't even involving my daughter. My daughter got a 9:20, so I got to pick her up, take her with me to the 8:15, so we can leave the 8:15 and get her to the 9:20. It's gonna be a day. Today's finna be a day, but I'm on it, huh? I'm on it like a fly on Skittles. Yeah, I thought I was gonna say the other word, didn't you? And didn't say it. So I'm on it this morning. So this morning, real short. We ain't even really got no substance today to today's show. Today's show is just me kind of being consistent. There's a consistency check. It's a consistency check. It's my cousin Tanisha's birthday. Now, Tanisha is my favorite cousin. But and there's a couple of things. She's my favorite cousin because she is my favorite cousin. She's also my most armed cousin. She's got the most guns out of any of my cousins. And nobody has more guns than Tanisha. I think there's 3 or 4 militaries, 3 or 4 countries that don't have that many guns. So merry birthday to Tanisha. Just recently married. Looked like an angel at her wedding. Listen here. Looked like an angel at her wedding. I always give her credit, man. She had a goal that she was going to meet for that wedding. She had that man. And that man, he got him a whole new wife. They was together. They was engaged. She was a financier for a while. But before she got to that marriage part, she said, look here, this is what I'm finna do. I'm going to lose about 400-500 pounds. It won't that many. But she said, I'm finna slim up. I'm finna be somebody completely different by the time I get to that wedding. He didn't even marry the woman he had been dating. That lady is gone. We don't know where she is. She's in the wind. But she decided she was going to finna lose that weight. She lost that weight and look completely angelic. Angelic. And now let me tell you something. I tell you what, angels come in all shapes and sizes. So don't think you can't be a fat angel. The fat angels just might eat their wings, but you can be a fat angel. Ain't nothing wrong with being a fat angel. All Charlie's angels want thin. Good morning, stars. Good morning, Rhonda. You can be fat. I don't want anybody that's out there chunky that think they can't be an angel just because they chunky. No, you got to sit on a bigger cloud, and it's okay. Hopefully, I get in. I'm a fat angel. I listen. I don't fat shame. I don't think you can't be beautiful and be big at the same time. And I think it's when people say stuff like, "Oh, you cute for a big girl." I think they should all just go jump in the lake at the pit of fire. You can be cute and be a big girl. When they be like, "Oh, okay, you're big. Okay, you look good to be a big guy." Well, why the caveat? Why I gotta have a caveat? Why we can't just stop right at you look good? Even women will do it. Women will try to women will try to ease the blow when you're a fat guy. Women will be like, "Oh, I mean, you look good. I like my men chunky." Wait a minute. Wait, why we got to be a peanut butter? Just be like, you can't just be like, "I like peanut butter." Be like, "Oh, I like my peanut butter chunky." So you make it seem like most people ain't gonna like a man that's chunky. So they'll come back and be like, "I like my man chunky." Then y'all come out with all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know what you would call a muscular man. I don't know what you would call a muscular man. Like, they come out and they'll be like, women be like, you just a big teddy bear. Don't nobody want to be a big teddy bear. Oh, there goes Tanisha. Tanisha's here. Good morning, Tanisha. It is your birthday. Morning, Tanisha. It is your birthday. It's your birthday. Your birthday. Get loose with it. Get crunk with it. Throw around in a circle for your real husband. Merry birthday to my favorite cousin, Tanisha. And now this is on record that I done call her my favorite cousin. Now all my other cousins are going to be like, I thought I was your favorite cousin. I didn't say that. I never told you you was my favorite. If I never told you you was my favorite cousin, then you're not my favorite cousin. I've told Tanisha on multiple occasions that she's my favorite cousin. Now, she'll lie to me and tell me I'm her favorite cousin because I put the pressure on her. I'll be like, hey there, favorite cousin. She'll be like, hey, favorite cousin. And I don't think she mean it, but because I already said it, she got to come back and say it too. That's one of those things like when somebody be like, I love you. If you don't say it back, and then it becomes awkward. If I be like, hey, favorite cousin, she be like, hey. Then, no, Linda, you definitely after Tanisha. Linda Faye, you definitely after Tanisha. You definitely 2 steps after Tanisha. And I hate having to get in the family ranking. But you're going to be after Tanisha. And if I have to be honest, you're going to be after your sister. You're going to have to be after your sister. Jackie is going to beat you too. I hate for it to be that way. I hate to have to put this out there in public, but that's what we're going to have to do. You're going to have to come after definitely after Tanisha. Definitely after Tanisha. Then Jackie. And then the rest will be a tie. Everybody else could be a tie, except for the cousins that I don't like. So there we go. There we go. All right, I'm getting ready to get out of here. But I definitely love you though, Linda Faye. That is not a fact of me not loving you. I'm just talking about in love order. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Me and Mrs. Jones. I saw a funny meme today. I was going to be Cat Williams and put it up and tell jokes about it in a special, but I didn't. That that Marvin Gaye did all of his songs in questions. Marvin Gaye had no idea what was going on. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I'm leaving early today, Courtney. I got to get out of here because I got community service at 8:15. So we're doing that. Just update on my 30 miles in May. 300 miles or 30 miles in May. So I put out a challenge yesterday. I don't know if I announced it on the show or not, but just because I'm out there riding my bike and walking, I don't want to be the only one doing it. So I was like, ooh, let me invite some other people with me. So I came up with a challenge because I realized in this social media age, everybody likes a challenge. So we're doing 30 miles in May. And that's if you're walking. Walk 30 miles in May. Now, some of y'all have been cheating. I got to go ahead and just talk this out. Some of y'all have been cheating. It don't count if you just walking at work. It's got to be a dedicated walk. Like, this is my walk that's dedicated. Now, if you at work and you be like, I'm going to make sure I get my steps in, that counts. But it's got to be a dedicated 30 miles of walking. Now, it can be on a treadmill or it can be out in public. That's walking. Now, because I'm riding my bike, 30 miles on the bike, that ain't much. So for the bicycling, it's 300. Since I'm adding bicycling in, it's now become 300 combined. So it's 300 on my bike if I'm walking on a stationary bike, 300 if you're using a bike. So it's 300 miles in May if you riding a bike, 30 miles in May if you just walking. So my progress yesterday, 10.4 on the bike, which now brings me to 47, right at about 47 miles for the month of May. So I still got some work to do. I should be at 70. So I got to go over. 10 a day because I got to pick up the pieces. So I'm trying to pick up the pieces. No, you can walk around the house, Z. If it's a dedicated walk, whatever you say is dedicated, be like, I'm about to get these steps and but it can't just be like because you walking, you counting them. No, that you failing the challenge. Tiffany, get in on the challenge. And matter of fact, Tiffany, each one of your miles should count as 2 because you got to drag that wagon behind you. If you pulling a wagon, your miles count a little bit differently. So yeah, you different. Your miles count different. Your miles sound different. News, weather, and sports. Last night, the Knicks won a thriller over Indiana, bringing back that Indiana-New York rivalry, which is good for the NBA. Some questionable refereeing down the stretch, but it happened. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, those little puppies have grown up. They dismantled the Nuggets last night in Denver. That was crazy. So that was cool. I am going to try to figure this word out. Today's word of the day is extemporize. Extemporize. To extemporize means to do something extemporaneously. In other words, to improvise. Oh, that's what this show does. A good talk show host must be able to extemporize when interviews don't go as planned. Well, that's my whole life. Matter of fact, this entire show, this whole show is extemporized. We do this whole show extemporaneously. Everything just happens extemporaneously. I like it. That's a big word. I'm going to use it. Extemporaneously. Walmart does sell bikes. I got my first bike from Walmart, about $98 from Walmart. It already came put together. Man, it's been working. I've been riding. Patricia said her bike arrives today. So you 70 miles behind, Patricia. So you're going to have to do like 20 miles a day. No, don't get out there. Listen, I tried to get out there on the first day and ride the bike like I was still a kid. That was not the one. It was not the move. Work yourself into it. You got to take it slow. I can understand. I can understand how I'm going to have to do my virginity. I'm going to have to tell my wife, whenever I get married, I'm going to tell my wife, look, you're going to have to take it slow with me. This first time might not work out, but as we go along, it's going to get better. I've been taking my steps on my my watch. You got an Apple Watch, a Fitbit. I don't ever endorse Androids, but I mean, if you got one of those, you can go with it. All right, I gotta get out of here. Today's message for the day, man, is amazing. Listen, you never know who's watching. Your consistency is important, not just for you and your own growth and your own ability, but for other people, because you never know who's watching. Today's show, I came on a little bit late, right? But early for me. But I got a call, I got a text right at 7:30 from somebody who doesn't watch every day, just kind of peeps in every now and again. They're like, hey, man, are you running late? Are you doing the show today? And I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. They was like, all right, I was going to peep in. And that reminded me of you never know who's watching and who's looking and who's seeing what you're doing. So sometimes you feel like your work is in vain. You feel like your work is not is not being noticed, is not being recognized, but you got to stay. The Bible says, don't get weary in your well-doing. Don't get weary in your well-doing. Make sure that you keep doing what you're doing, even if nobody's watching. The phrase has always been dance as if nobody's watching. Make sure I'm usually on at 7:30-ish. Like sometimes anywhere between 7:30 and 7:45. It ain't no definite time, Deborah. But make sure you stay consistent in doing your good, because somebody out there is watching it. And the good that you do, somebody sees, and you never know when they're going to need you to be their good. You never know when somebody's going to need you to be their good. Yes, the Nike app and Runkeeper are both free. You never know when you're going to need somebody to be their good. So continue being good. Continue being out there. Sometimes when I tell people, man, have a good day, to get out there and smile, man, listen, that smile that you're doing may be the only smile somebody sees. And it may be the one person. You might be that one person, somebody's having a bad day. They can be like, you know who I can depend on to look at? I know this world is horrible and it's got a lot of bad, but if I see James, I know James's smile is going to flip my whole day around. You can flip somebody's day, man. Be consistent even when people aren't watching, because you never know when they are. I'm out of here, man. I'm getting ready to go and pick up these food goods to take to this food bank shelter. Dang. See there? And you had no idea nobody was even watching. You had nobody, you just doing what you was doing. And man, keep it up, man. We got it. We can do it, man. I believe that everybody on here, man, we are all world changers. We can change the world. My good friend Malara says transformers. We can transform the world. So we gonna do what we gonna do, and we gonna do it well. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. Remember, make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. Happy birthday, Tanisha, favorite cousin. My favorite cousin, it's her birthday. She's gonna twerk at work. It is her birthday. She's gonna twerk at home. It is her birthday. She's gonna hop on that bone. Oh, my fault. All right, I'm out. Hey.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the